Yes.
Because one of these old days, it won't be long.
Well,
We'll look for one another. But I pray we'll all be gone. Because it says in Thessalonians that when there's a shout in heaven, in a twinkling of an eye, we'll be caught up. You ain't gonna have time to say your prayer.
all right.
It ain't gonna be time to try to get it right. But you gotta be ready now. So Pastor, let them know that the Lord is coming back.
Yes.
And the only way you can make it in, you must confess your sin. And you must accept Him as Lord and Savior. And you shall be saved. I'm reminded of a story. There was a young preacher, and he got in trouble all the time. And when he graduated, he had on his robe, and his friends wondered, how you go graduate and you ain't hardly been in school? And the boy would look at him and he would say, it was in the plan. And they would just scratch their heads and look at each other and say, he's only fooling himself. But when they called the boy's name, the boy walked across the stage and got his diploma. And he looked at his mother, and his mother looked at him and said, prayer is always in the plan. They hadn't heard from the boy for a while. And so now it had been the 10-year reunion. And they were looking for the boy. And when they got to town, they decided, let's go check at the jailhouse. He probably in jail. You know, he stayed in trouble. And when they went to the jailhouse and they looked for Michael, they couldn't find him there. So they decided maybe he's at a detox. Maybe he had been on drugs. But when they went to the detox, they couldn't find him there. Then finally, they got frustrated. And they began to ask people on the streets, do they know a man named Michael? And nobody could answer the question. And then finally, they went to the cleaners to get to their clothes, and they were talking about Michael. And a young lady walked up, and she overheard them talking. And she said, I know him. And the boy said, well, could you take us to where he is? And the lady said, well, I'm headed to the church now. You can follow me.
All right.
And the boys instantly said, well, he must be in trouble. He's probably in counseling. And the lady just continued to walk and didn't say a mumbling word. And then the boys, as they walked up on the church campus, they said, this is a big church. What is Michael the maintenance here? She said, no. She said, well, he must be in trouble. She said, how many members y'all have here? She said, we got about 3,500. We have at 8 o'clock, 11 o'clock.